I always get short of pots and spaces, friends. So these are some freesia's bulbs and rinchi chinchi. And since there are no pots close by, and I don't have time to go to the market to buy more, so what I'm trying to do is I'm doing it two in one kind of a thing. You see, the chrysanthemum, one plant is there in a 14-inch pot. So I am putting my freesia these bulbs around that one plant of chrysanthemum. Similarly, I will do with the other pot also. So after putting these bulbs in one planter, I am putting some more nutrition to the pot, because now there are 7 plants will be growing in this. 6 of freesia and 1 of chrysanthemum. So it needs more nutrition. So when there are more plants in one pot, we have to do this treatment to the plants and to the pot. So similarly, I'll be doing with the other pot also. These are rinchi chinchi bulbs, friends, and as we all know, the threads which are actually dry leaves under the this bulb, we have to keep it downside, and that's how it grows. And there are about 6 rinchi chinchi bulbs. So I don't know what you call it, but I have been told these are called rinchi chinchi bulbs. So that's it for me. So I have put these 6 bulbs around one plant of chrysanthemum, and let's see how they grow. And I'm putting more nutrition, more vermicompost in this, worm castings. It is going to need all the nutrition. I'll put some more fertilizers, maybe some chemical fertilizers also after some days. So let's see how they grow. And it rained quite a lot, I think yesterday and day before yesterday also. So what happened, the roots started showing in some of the pots. So I am giving some this vermicompost to the plants and amending the soil. Amendment of soil is very necessary after the rains. So the rain was not so much, but it was enough to disturb the root system of the plants. So now I am on my roof garden, friends. I have kept these 2 open compost bins, and you see the compost bin, I have made so many holes and downsides also at the lower level here below this thing drum, and at sides also there's so many holes. These holes are for aeration purpose. Aeration, this compost is made in aerated way. There are so many other ways also to make compost, but this is one way. This suits me, my roof and my roof garden. You see this, my roof garden. This gets compost from these 2 bins. This is almost ready, this compost. I just have to put it upside down, and this is half made only. So whatever solid pieces are left in this, I put them in this compost bin, and with the other green waste, they also get decomposed like this. And these are the seedlings. They have become big now, and if you remember, I put these seedlings about, I think, 10-15 days back, and they have come out nice and proper. You see, balsam. This is some kale or something, I'm forgetting the name also, Swiss chard or something. And these are red lettuce. These are green lettuce. They have come, but not all the seeds have germinated. The germination looks like about 60% only. So the brand is not so reliable, which I bought. Only a few kinds of seeds were good. So I'll have to look for some other brands later on for the next season. For this season, they are sufficient, I think. I hope they survive. Yesterday it rained quite a lot actually, so they have fallen. So maybe they'll be all right by tomorrow. This is the quickest thing actually which has germinated the best actually. This is chana saag, that black beans we call it in English, and this is doing well. I think I should have put it little more than this, but sometimes I keep experimenting also. So later I realized that I should have done more, because most of the experiments become successful only. So little more planning I'll be doing next time. I was not left with any more pots, so I put my garlics, a few of them only. Means this bag is very small and it's just a, I think, grocery bag, and I took some garlics from the kitchen only and I put them here, and they have germinated. Within 2 days they have germinated. I'm so happy with this, so I'll be putting more, I think. These are radishes, friends, and this is the first time I'm growing radishes in a grow bag. You see, the depth of this grow bag is quite a lot. It's more than 12 inches. It's about 14 inches, I think. So the longish radishes also I can grow in this, and I have put about 20 to 25 seeds here, and they all have germinated well. So let's see the season's harvest, friends. After 15-20 days they'll be ready. I'm so excited about this. I keep trying new things, and this is such a pleasure to experiment with things. Gardening means a lot of experimentation, friends. You see, these are capsicums, green bell peppers, and this also has about, I think, 12 inches depth. And what I have done, since we all the gardeners, we always get short of pots and short of spaces, the passion grows. So what I have done, I have put carrots here, the medium sized carrots around these capsicums. There are about 4 grow bags, 1, 2, 3, 4, and all are having carrots with capsicums. These are white onion seedlings, friends, and red onions, I don't like so much, especially my son is very fond of white onions, so I'm growing these for him. And these are salvia seedlings. So when they'll grow big, then I'll put them in the pots. So last year I tried it on the ground, but it didn't grow, it didn't germinate there. But this time I'm trying it here on my roof garden, and it has germinated very well. So sometimes it's a matter of place also, maybe on the roof garden it is more airy and more sunny, and I put a green net also, so it brings kind of shade also. So maybe that's the atmosphere seedlings need. This is an asparagus plant, friends, and this is the first time I'm growing edible asparagus. So let's see, I have been cutting it when it grows big, because I want the stems to become thick. So don't know much about how to grow asparagus. If anyone of you friends have been growing this, then give me a few tips. I'll be grateful. So friends, let's meet in the next video with more updates. Till then, happy gardening.